One of the craziest things has to be running into that person who was shy and quiet in high school later in life. And I ran into this guy not too long ago and could not believe what he got himself into. So I'm in Florida with some friends, right? We're celebrating my friend Christy's 25th birthday, right? We had a beach day, great day. But later that night, we have reservations at this bougie steakhouse. Okay, so everybody's looking good. I'm telling Chrissy, you ready to eat? She's like, yes, girl, I'm so excited for this steak. My girl, I'm super excited to eat, right? I've been thinking about this steak all day. But what I should have been excited for was way bigger than this. So we all hop in an Uber. Okay, it's like 5 of us. All went to high school together. We've been close for a minute. We go to this restaurant. Okay, bougie in there. And while we're walking in, right, me and Chrissy, we notice a table with some fine men, right? It's like 4 fine men all suited up, right? Nice watch is on. It looked like they're having a little business dinner. Okay, maybe they're just dressed up for a good time. I don't know, but we was keeping our eye on them. So we go sit down and I'm just talking to everybody. Everybody's having a great time. We're excited to go back home. And all of a sudden, Christy hits me and she's like, look at that table. I'm like, what? She's like, doesn't that guy look kind of familiar? I'm like, girl, no. I have never seen any of them a day in my life. If I did, best believe I would have talked to them. She's like, yeah, true. Then she's kind of looking more. I'm kind of looking a little bit more. One of the guys catches eye contact with us. He looks and he's like, yo, hey. I'm thinking, Christy, is he doing this because we're staring? Like, should we, like, I'm confused. Right? So we look away because I'm like, oh, we didn't mean to do all that. I'm telling you, 5 seconds later, I'm peeping over. This man is scooching through the booth, getting up, walking over to our table. I'm like, bro, what are we about to do? Chrissy's like, I don't know. Like, just act like you're not looking at him. I'm like, okay. So I'm looking at the menu, right? I'm trying to talk to everybody else at the table. All of a sudden, I look up. It's this fine, beautiful man standing over our table. He looks at everybody at the table and goes, yo, how have you guys been? Huh? Everybody's looking at him in confusion. He's like, bro, you guys don't remember me? Like, Lala, Christy, Charlie, Damon, like, I know all y'all. Everybody's like, what? He's like, bro, went to high school together. Baby, it's not ringing no bell. I look at him, I'm like, believe me, I would have remembered you. He laughs. He's like, Lala, bro, we had science together. Like, it's me, Roman. When he said his name was Roman, everybody's mouth absolutely dropped. We said, wait, Roman? Yo, what are you doing down here? Right? In my head, I'm thinking, there's no way this is the quiet, super into science, to himself, huge glasses, right? If the teacher asked him a question, he wouldn't even speak type of, this is not the Roman I remember. This is the most I've ever heard you speak in your life. And what happened to the glasses? What happened to the tiny little body? You was like 5'8". You 6'1". Gotta be. Broad, fine. So we're all confused. Right? He stays and chats with us for a little bit. He asks us where we're all living now, what we've been up to. We're like, bro, we still kind of live near our hometown, maybe like an hour away, some of us. He's like, okay, cool. Like, here, Lala, take my contact. Like, I would love to meet up with you guys back home. I'm like, okay, bet. So I take his number down, right? Send him a little message saying this is Lala. Now, 3-4 weeks go by, and I don't stop thinking about this. Right? I want to text him, but I'm low-key nervous. Okay? But then randomly, on a Thursday night, I get a text from Roman. Right? He texts me, he's like, hey, are you and everybody in town this weekend? Like, I'm going to be in town if you guys want to do something. I immediately screenshot his text, send it in my friend group chat. I said, y'all better be free this weekend because we locking in with Roman. Everyone's like, yeah, I'd love to. Everyone's down. So I text Roman back. I'm like, yeah, everybody's down. Like, let's do something. He's like, okay, bet. Let's go out to eat here. Right? Sends the spot. I'm like, oh, snap. I've heard of the place you sent, but I ain't never been there, right? It's like a Michelin nice restaurant. Like, you gotta have real bread. But I'm like, okay, bet. Everybody's down. So leading up to this Saturday night meetup with Roman, everybody's texting in the group chat, right? Everybody's like, bro, do we think he's rich? Someone has to ask what he does. Like, we need to find out what he's been doing. Where does he live? Like, we think he makes 6 figs? Probably. Just blowing it up. And what we end up finding out about Roman, nobody could have imagined. So we pull up to this place, right? Very nice. Nobody's been here. And when I tell you, right, I'm looking at my friend. I'm like, bro, I hope he got reservations. Like, I don't think we're going to get in, right? There's people sitting down on the little benches, waiting to get a table, right? And then we see Roman go right up to the hostess. He goes up to her and he's like, I didn't get a reservation. As soon as I hear that, I'm like, bro, we're going to have to leave. But then he goes, but it's Roman O. She's like, oh yes, we'll get you a table immediately. 1 second. Huh? When I tell you, she comes back, literally, she goes somewhere, comes right back, and is like, okay, perfect, table for 6. Brings us to, it's not a bad table. It's a gorgeous table. It looks better than every table up in here, right? It's giving specialty table, right? They're bringing out free little appetizers, all of this. Thinking, is everybody getting this? I look at Roman, I'm like, this is really nice. I need to come here more often. He's like, oh yeah, this is my favorite spot. Okay, so you come here often. And then the questions start flowing. One after another. People are like, so Roman, where do you live now? What do you do? Right? He's telling us he don't even have a set house. He lives in a bunch of different places. Right? He got a house here, he got a house here, he got a condo here. Oh. Right? Then we get to the question on what does he do? Right? He says he owns about 5 different businesses, right? Invest in this, and this. Always is networking with people. And then I got to ask the question, how did you go from not talking at all, right? You didn't even move your lips, to flapping, right? You talking to us. He's yapping to us with confidence, right? You were able to network and get investors. How? He's like, bro, like, I don't know. High school sucked for me. I didn't really have many friends. And like, I was just looking up stuff online. I heard people doing this, and that. People were saying your network was your net worth. So I tried to improve that as much as I could. And I did. I said, yeah, but what did you do? He's like, well, I had a mentor who really helped me. He sent me a bunch of videos, sent me different like programs to use, apps. Like one of them was this thing called Gleam. I said, tell me more. He's like, well, let me just show you. Pulls out the newest iPhone. Okay. Clicks this app called Gleam. Gleam. He's like, look, like it helps with social skills, speaking with confidence, how to network, how to be a leader, even helps with dating life. Like it's literally like Duolingo, but for your social skills. I said, oh. As soon as he said that, everybody pulled out their phone, downloaded the Gleam app immediately. I said, yeah, whatever you say, we're tapped into. So then we continue talking, right? I want to know now, you got a ring? You got a girl? You married? Not even for the money, but he just seems like a great guy. He's so nice, right? Tab comes out. We all ordered, I'm telling you, each one of our meals was at least $70. This man paid for all of it. And that's not even the craziest part, right? Roman gets up. He's going to the bathroom to go wash his hands. And my friend hits me and is like, bro, you see what he got on? I'm like, what? Right? I don't know what type of watches are which. I don't know shoes, clothes. I'm not really tapped into that. He's like, bro, he's wearing the newest Rolex. I said, oh. And he's like, bro, did you see his shoes? I said, nah. He's like, bro, those are Hermes loafers. I said, what is an Hermes loafer? Right, I go look it up. Them shoes are $1,200. I'm thinking, yeah, bro's a millionaire. Gotta be. So he comes out of the bathroom. Right, everybody's ready to go. Right, we were yapping for a minute after our food. So we all walk outside, right? Everybody's going to their car. And to put the cherry on the top, we see Roman click his keys. And a matte navy blue SVJ Lambo lights up. Everybody's like, yo. Not even this man's car is quiet no more.